that is the wrong page to be on. Yeah, it's lagging a little bit, but that's fine. Alright, let's see. So, there we are. Am I actually live? Let's find out. Hey, there's people. Okay. Hello, everybody. Yeah, there we are. Okay, I'm going to do a couple things real quick. I want this to be live chat. There we go. Okay. So, hello. Oh, did the stream just go down? Oh no. Did the stream go down? Is it? No? It's gonna be interesting to try to keep up. Alright, well. Is it going down? I don't know. It says video output low. This is awkward. Why did it do that? Okay, well, we are going to give this a whirl still. Can you guys see my screen at all? Because for some reason it is saying it is not going anymore. Is the sound still here? Hello? I'm pretty sure sound still works. Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be a bit of an interesting one to try to get through. So we will try to just go with it like this. Oh, wait. Well, that's how it works. Yeah. I don't normally stream video games, so this is a challenge for me. Alright. Let me pull up the live chat. Is it still going? Can you people see it? There we are. Sweet. Okay. Looks like we are going. I'm not crazy. Okay. Alright. Cool. So I'm going to try my best to make sure I see everything. So actually, I'm going to pull up the stream on my phone real quick. Sorry about the little bit of a complicated start, everybody. Alright. Once I get the chat pulled up on my phone, I should be able to see 12 people. Alright. There we go. Cool. Looks like we are still going. So, here we go, fellows. Alright. So, this is a interesting video because I don't normally post video game stuff over on this channel. I decided to do it on here because most people will be able to see it easier. But if you want to see me do more Minecraft or video game related stuff, there is a link in the description to my gaming channel. If I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm at like 700 at the moment, I will be more likely to post more often over on that channel. So if you guys want to see more stuff like this, go subscribe there, and it will give me the incentive to post more often, like video game content and stuff. So, this is not current Minecraft. This is Minecraft 1.12.2, actually. This map only works properly in 1.12 or 0.2. If you go further back, some of the command blocks don't work. If you go to the new stuff, some of the command blocks don't work. So, you can technically play it in any version, but if you want the command blocks to properly work, I recommend just making sure you launch the game in 1.12.2, and you should be all good for that. Can anyone hear what I'm saying? Because somebody's saying they can't hear me. Is everything good? Moderators, what do you think? Can you hear me? Yes, no, maybe so? I'm seeing some people say it's working, so I'm just gonna hope that everything's working. Let's just turn this up. Oh, I can hear myself, so we are good. Alright. Thank you, guys. Alright, so there is a link at the top of the description to the Planet Minecraft page. I just updated the download for this world. It's over there if you guys want to go download it and stuff. I'm sure if you know how to install Minecraft maps and stuff, you'll kind of figure it out, because you have to go into the files and turn it into a proper Minecraft world save. We are going to adjust this real quick. Scooch this down here. There we go. But yeah, so pretty much, like I said, has to be Minecraft 1.12.2 to properly work. If not, the command box won't work. But yeah, so updated the page. Everything is 100% done on this world, and pretty much today's stream is we're just probably going to spend like an hour or two going through the entire map, and I'm going to show you guys some secrets and stuff. So feel free, if you're watching this in the future and the stream's already done, to kind of fast forward around if you want to see different things. I am going to kind of show off some Minecraft secrets, and then I'm also going to kind of just show off all of the new stuff that was added, which is pretty much 50% of the entire map was added by another person, which let me go look up their name real quick. So, as you can see, we are in the spawn point. It's been quite a while since I've done anything in this world, but this is version 1.5.0. I just wanted to give a quick thanks to, I think it's Asher Green Ninja or Arma Ninja on Twitter. This dude or dudette, I don't know, sent me a message on Twitter asking if they could finish the Minecraft map a long time ago, and I told them, sure, feel free to do it. If you ever do finish it, send me a message and I'll make a video on it, and they finished it not that long ago. So I added a couple more things, kind of just making this little thank you section, and then kind of correcting a few things in the map info room and stuff like that, and then I uploaded it, and now I'm doing this live stream is the easiest way I could think to kind of show off all of the new stuff. So if you are an OG fan, you will remember that I had these three rooms over here. So the first one, this one takes you to the ruins, this one takes you to Snowden, and this one takes you to Waterfall. These were the ones that I finished. I had gotten about halfway through this one, which was the Hotland one, but by that time Minecraft was kind of dying and I wasn't really a big fan of building anymore, so I kind of took a break. But what's his name? Arma Ninja, I think is what I can't remember. Yeah, Arma Ninja finished Hotland for me, and then they also added the core, and then they also added New Home, which is just awesome. So definitely pretty stoked about that. I believe they also changed the parkour up, so the parkour in the spawn point is different. So it still has the same what's it called? Still has the same prize room and stuff like that, but yeah, so we're just gonna kind of go through the new stuff. The ruins, Snowden, and Waterfall have pretty much had zero changes, except in Waterfall I removed the secret prize room, so that one was kind of like a secret thing to find anyway, but it's no longer there. But yeah, so pretty much we're gonna go through Hotland, the core, and New Home and kind of show off everything, but then before that we are going to kind of show off a few things around the spawn point. So, alright, first things you might notice is sands. Pretty great, right? So if you come over here to the parkour button, you click this to begin the parkour, and you would have to pretty much be able to beat the parkour, which I am not good at parkour, so I probably won't beat it. In the spawn point room, there is an anti-cheat machine that doesn't let you switch into creative mode. So if you notice, it immediately puts you back into survival, and if you try to go into spectator mode, it also immediately puts you back into survival. So I am going to actually disable that and kind of show you how to kind of cheat the system. Or actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to tell you there is a way to disable it, but I'm actually going to hide the display for a second real quick. So we are going to turn this off. Alright. Let me make sure you guys can't see what's going on. Alright, so there is a way to turn off the anti-cheat stuff, and I'm just doing that for now, just so that I can kind of show you stuff a little bit better. But there we go. It is all set. We are back. So you guys are going to have to figure that out if you find it. So now, since I turned it off, I am able to go into creative mode in the spawn point. So technically I could cheat the parkour here. So if I wanted to fly up here, there is a checkpoint. Click that lever, and then if you fall down or die, there is a new button over here that is a checkpoint button. and it brings you, ooh, it's supposed to bring you right here, so it might be a little broken, but it teleports you right here. And then you can finish the parkour, which will take you all the way over this way. And I'm going to show you guys the secret prize room for the parkour room. So if you are able to fully beat the parkour and get over here, you can click this lever, and it's going to cause a bit of a lag spike, but it will unlock the secret prize room, which a while back I tried a really hard thing to try to make it so people couldn't cheat whatsoever on this spawn point, but if you click this lever, it kind of opens it up. So if you come out here, we can kind of see the secret show up. It's Papyrus. So Papyrus shows up, and the heart changes to blue, and the text changes a little bit. So this is the secret prize room. It's pretty much surrounded in bedrock, and I tried my best to make it so that if you made it in here, you had to do it by actually beating the parkour, but I know there's ways people could get around that. So I put a bunch of command blocks and things in here if you guys wanted to use like super speed, super jump boost, and things like that, and night vision and all this stuff. So it's kind of crazy. So as you can kind of see, I have night vision and that kind of stuff. So yeah, and now we're just gonna get rid of it. Bloop. Okay, so kind of a bit of a fun secret. Another secret that most people don't know about is this button right here. You can't reach it in survival mode, but if you're in creative mode, you're able to reach it from this piston. Otherwise, you have to get to here on the parkour and then kind of jump down and hit it, and this happens when you do. Yeah, so that's like a little secret I added a long time ago. It does play the Undertale music if you have the music pack, which I'm going to go into here real quick, which this is the map info room. So if you download this map, you will want to come here first before actually playing it, because there is music for this map, but you have to come over to this block here and download it. So if you have this map, you can come over here, click this button. It will give you a link to a file, and it's pretty much a resource pack that only changes the music. So all of the blocks and everything are the exact same, but it changes the resource pack to this Undertale soundtrack one, which pretty much changes a bunch of the music discs, these to different Undertale songs. So most of them are changed. I think there's like 2 that are still normal Minecraft songs. But once you have that installed, you can come over to this section, and it has all of the Undertale songs queued up. If you don't have it installed, it's just going to play regular Minecraft songs, but if you have it installed, you can hit the button, and it plays the Minecraft musics, which I hope will not copyright claim this stream, but we'll find out. So it does all of them, Spider Dance, and all these other ones, and then like Megalovania and stuff. Oh! And Demi, yeah. So the reason I recommend getting that is because in certain areas of the map, it actually does play some music. If you're able to find like Temmie Village, it should play Temmie Village and things like that around those areas. So it's kind of like a bit of a a little secret. If you actually have the music installed, you can hear like the Undertale soundtrack. So to leave this room, you just go down this dark hallway, and it takes you back into the spawn point. So now that that is all settled, we are going to go to Hotland and kind of go through as much of the things as I can remember. So this teleports you to the end of Waterfall and the start of Hotland, so you can kind of see the welcome sign there. And I tried to make Hotland ginormous when I was building it, which is kind of one of the reasons I stopped building it, because I made it almost too big. But we're going to go through creative mode on this. And just so you guys know, you don't have to disable the cheat stuff at the spawn point to be able to go into creative mode. in the actual map itself. So once you actually get to the map location, you are able to go into creative, spectator, and all those different modes. It's just at the spawn point because I didn't want people to cheat through the parkour and stuff. So we're gonna try to breeze through this like really fast, but so giant rooms and stuff. So as you can see, here is the lab, which I think looks really cool. A lot of this is the stuff I built originally, and we're just going to kind of breeze through it as fast as possible. So there is the elevators, which are kind of a fast travel. So if you go through those, it will teleport you all around the Hotland area. And you can also come down here, which brings you to the, I think it was the riverman or the boat dude or whatever. So when you're down here, you can step onto this, and it brings up this little screen, which pretty much is like a teleport or fast travel to other places. So you could go back to Waterfall or Snowdin, or you could just stay here if you wanted. So yeah, there is a couple more places to kind of show off. So when I built the lab, I made it so that the door can open and close. You can go in. I pretty much tried to make it as accurate as I could to all of the screenshots and stuff. You can come upstairs. There's the little machine and the little walkways and stuff like that. I don't believe I hid anything behind the paintings, but I could be wrong. It's been so long since I played this map. There is one thing that was updated. They actually added the secret laboratory. So before, I had it so this opened up, but the buttons didn't do anything. But now if you come in here, you can press the buttons, and it actually takes you to the secret lab. So you can open it up, and it's this dark prismarine looking area. And yeah, so they actually made pretty much every other location in Undertale. They didn't really do a whole lot on the command block side of a thing, but they did build pretty much everything else. So it's the secret lab. We got the red door that goes through here, and it leads to the room with all of the beds and stuff. We've got, it's been a while since I've gone through this map, so I'm trying to remember. We've got the room with the flowers and the mirrors, and then we got the really long mirror here, and then we go in through here, and there is the blue button, which you would, it doesn't actually do anything, so you would just pretend to click it and whatnot. So click, so you come back through this direction. You can go up here. We've got the room with all of the fans, and then there is a button that turns off the fans and stuff. And then let's see. Yeah, I'm talking really fast because there's a lot left to go through, so we'll just see how well this goes. We've got the room with the shower curtain. You can actually get in the shower. It's kind of fun. If you come this direction, we've got the little Omega Flowey looking thingamabob. We've got the room with the TV and the yellow button. And like bookshelves and stuff. And then if we come this direction, I believe this is the room with all like the refrigerators and stuff. And then you would come back this way and press this button, and then you would have to go all the way back. So we're just gonna try to fast travel as quickly as possible. And yes, there is actually, everything is in this map now. It used to just be the ruins through Waterfall, but now literally everything is done. So I would highly recommend, if you're a big fan of Undertale, to go back through and download this map and play it, because it's pretty fun. So this leads to the other room with the red button over there. And then technically you don't have to do any actual button pressings to go into this main door here, but you can just immediately walk into it. Takes you to this elevator, which actually just goes this direction. And then it brings you to the room where you would talk with Alphys, I think that's her name. And then there's this big button and stuff. And then that's pretty much the entire secret lab at the moment. It does not take you to the new home, it's just the secret lab by itself. These are the little save points I made. So you step on them and it just says, "You are filled with determination." You can't really see it, but it says that. And yeah, so we are going to go back up to the regular lab the way we came in. So we get back over here. Go in the elevator. Take the elevator back to the top. And we are back out in the main laboratory. So yeah, I built the main lab. They built the secret lab. I think it looks pretty sick. This door also works. And now we get to more of the Hotland area that I remember building. So this is the conveyor belts. I started trying to make it so that the conveyor belts moved. This is using like cloning and old command blocks and stuff like that. So it's only really this first one that actually works. The rest of them I was too lazy to try to do that for, so they're all just stationary. So as you can see, these are all just stationary like this. The whole map, you are actually able to fall off, so if you're in survival mode, you will die if you fall. So I recommend kind of flying around, or if you want to do the entire map in survival mode, you are welcome to. I don't know what this is. Oh, I wrote, be sure to time your jumps accordingly. So this is the room with the jump pads. So pretty much these give you jump boost and a bit of speed, so you want to kind of run onto them and then jump, and it kind of makes it so you can do the little sprint jump things pretty easily. Just so you know, there are barrier blocks actually here, so you can't fall to your death if you're going the correct direction. If you try to go like this direction, you can still fall to your death if you mess it up, because you can just kind of fall down there. But yeah, so we are not going to do quite everything, but we can kind of fly around and see. This is certain rooms and stuff you might be able to recognize. Let's see. So this is the room with the lasers. This is the only room where the lasers actually work, because I remember doing this myself. So these lasers turn on and off, as you can see. There are other rooms similar to this, but the lasers don't turn on and off. It's just decorative. But this is the one where the lasers actually do work. Pretty much all they are is stained glass. So if you're in survival mode, you gotta actually wait for the lasers to turn off before you can make it. If not, you can just fly through. And then in game, this is the button that would turn them off, but it doesn't do anything. And then next, we've got the first large door. So this one is able to be open and closed as many times as you want. There is the one after the spider room where it only works once. So if you do that, it won't be able to close again. But yeah, so this has the little jump pad, so you can use it. Kind of go this way. Well, if you can make it. Wait. It's just, there we go. So you can make it this direction. And then we've got this first big building, so you kind of come in here. Bloop. Got the first little mini game. It doesn't actually work. All you do is click the lever, and it does some redstone stuff, which turns off the blue laser that keeps you from going to that one. And then once you get over to this one, wait for it. Whee! So once you get over to here, you can go inside this one, and there is another mini game where you just click this lever, bloop, come back out, and once you click that lever, the big door is now open. So as you can see, it is open, so you would come back down here, jump up here, and then you could go through this direction. So it's pretty fun. Then we got the first Metaton room. So you'd have to take the little jump pads. Woo! So we've got the little room where it's like a set. So you can kind of see the fake clouds behind there. I tried to use some custom heads to do different things and kind of make it look like the video. So we got cheese and stuff over here. And then if you look over here, this is another little redstone thing I made a while ago. So if you get too close, it goes all the way up and you can't get to the can. And then as soon as you kind of back away from it, it shrinks back down. So, like that. Only thing is, it kind of glitches and spawns a bunch of the heads that are the soup cans. Here is the core. I remember building this a long time ago. And pretty much I copy-pasted the core after I built it once, so you can see it a couple times. I think it looks pretty cool. It's kind of hard to see it in the recording because everything's a little bit darker, but it definitely is ginormous. So here is the first elevator that you kind of come to. So what you do for the elevators is you go inside, click the button, it brings you to this moving room where the lights are moving. And then it pretty much gives you teleports to all of the elevators. So due to us not wanting to run horribly out of time, we are going to skip to like the very end. If you want to see everything, you guys are welcome to download the map. It is in the description. And give it a try yourself, because this map is ginormous. So here is R3. All of the elevators take you to that same room, so you can go back and forth between all of the different elevators. So if you come over this direction, you can kind of see we've got the little ice cream boy. We're just going to backtrack a tiny bit because this is kind of where they started building their stuff. So if we come back this direction, we can see the spider room. I think it looks pretty cool. So as you can see, they put lots of cobwebs everywhere. I'm pretty sure I stopped building after the spider bake sale, but I'm just going to go there to make sure. We're going to swap over to spectator mode for this. Yeah, so this is the last room that I actually built. The rest from here on out is all built by, I can't remember what their name is. What is their name? Arma Ninja on Twitter, that's their name. There we go, okay. So, as you can see, this is kind of where I built the last section. All these jump pads do work, and then there is another mini-game style thing right over there. This is the door that, if you open it, you can't re-close it after you, if you go back through and click the levers again, it will not re-close. This is the one that stays open after it's, opened, so do with that as you will. So some of the things in this map is like a one-time only thing, so you might have to re-download it if you want to actually experience it more than one time. So we got, you are filled with determination. So this leads to Muffet's room, which I think would normally play, or I don't think they added the option to play the music in their sections of the map, but I still think it's really cool. Excuse me. So you come out here, and there is the second area where it's kind of like a theater play. So you can actually go up here if you wanted to and kind of look around. There's a bunch of chairs there, backdrop. There is a hole here where if you fall down into it, it actually does fall you down into the room with the maze. There's a firewall there. And they actually put barrier blocks up, so you have to follow the maze for the most part in the way it was supposed to be done. So like if you fly over it, you can obviously skip it, but if you see the barrier blocks, you actually do have to kind of go around them. And then this takes us back up to where we were before. So there's the elevator we come out of, and if we go up this way, we actually make it to the MTT Hotel. Ta-da! So, alright. So we got a little Sans armor stand here. This way does not lead anywhere. Or, I don't think it leads anywhere. Why are there pressure plates? I'm confused. It does lead somewhere. Oh, I think it's a back entrance. Okay. Yeah, well, did not mean to show this off quite yet, but we're just gonna go back to the front door. Okay. I meant to go this way. So, if you go this way, it leads you to the Bratty and Catty little room. They got some gold nuggets in there. If you're a terrible person, you can steal stuff. And yeah, it's just kind of a fun little room. So now if we go inside the hotel, we can see there's the Metaton statue kind of spewing some water. We got a couple little mini builds of some characters here. The elevator doesn't work. we go this direction, it leads to the hallway, which most of these don't have anything behind them, but this room has the giant bed in it. And then I believe the rest of these are empty. Yeah, they are. So you would just go back this way. There's a tripwire that teleports you back to the real one. You can kind of see this is where the, what's his name? Burger Pants would be. So he's got a lot of money there. And then if we go this direction, it takes us to the room we were in a minute ago, where it's like the theater place. And this is like a build of that guy behind the counter with a big old smile. It's kind of fun. And yeah, so it's kind of just like a lot of really fun areas where it looks just like the game. They did some little custom builds with banners and stuff for faces. I kind of love it, actually. And then if we come this direction, we are to the next section, the core. So if you are in the spawn point and click the teleport to the core, it will actually teleport you right here. So this is where you will end up if you click that button, and you can go on into the core or you can go backwards. It's up to you. So they did a really cool job sort of going through and doing all of this. So they did put some barrier blocks off so you can't really fall down into it. But if you entered the core, there is this elevator which does work. It will make you skip the whole thing and take you to the Mettaton room. We're not going to do that quite yet. So if we come over this way, we've got the first dark room that has some fire in it. I'm talking too much. Need a water break. Ugh. Oh yeah. Alright, so there's like the first room you would have to fight some bad guys in. And if you come this direction, it is opened up to actually go into the main core section. I think they did a really great job building like the fancy little stuff you see in the core and using like a bunch of the appropriate colors and stuff. So I don't believe they did much redstone for their parts of the map. So this is where the lasers would normally be, but it only works in the one section as far as I know. So yeah, we've got a bunch of different rooms here. If you remember the game, you remember fighting different creatures in all of these rooms and stuff. Ooh, excuse me. And then we got another room full of the lasers right here. Alright. And then we come around this way to the main section of the core, where it's kind of a bit more of a maze. It's got another save point filled with determination. If we come over this way, we can kind of see the ice cubes that fall down into the core, which is kind of cool. There is a mini game over here where you would come in and click the button and stuff. I believe they left it. Yeah, you can just sort of fly around in this one, so I think you can actually fall down into there if you're in survival mode. I don't really think there's a way to climb out of it, though, so that's one thing to note. I believe this is like supposed to be a trash can where you can put stuff in the game itself. And then it's kind of like a giant maze. So this was the section where you had to go through and complete all the mini games to actually get to the end here. So this is the way out right over here. If you remember the elevator from before, this is actually it. So it actually takes us back to the start of the core, and if we wanted to, you could just skip the core completely and come over here. So, like I said earlier, I totally recommend you guys going through and playing this map yourself, because there is just so much stuff in it that it's kind of impossible for me to show off everything. But yeah, so we are going to the Mettaton room. So this room has some command block stuff that the helper that built the rest of this map did. The only thing is, it only works once, and if you play it in survival mode, it will only work once. You will have to kind of break the map to fix it, or just re-download it to see it again. So I'm going to show it to you, and I'm pretty sure it should work. So it doesn't play any sounds, but it kind of is a cutscene from the game. So if you go in here... Oh, it's Mettaton. So let's see if it works. Oh, he moved. he moves a little, and then you're like doing your conversation. Floor changes. Oh, he turned around. Okay, let's click the lever on his back. Bloop. Oh no, he's freaking out. Ah! And then we've got, oh yeah. And then we got the EX version, and he starts dancing. It's kind of great. And then he died. Killed him. And that's the whole cutscene. Once the cutscene's done, it opens back up, but it does not play again. So it does have a little thing where it kind of drops his head every time. So if you want, you can technically wear his head. But yeah, once the cutscene is done, it is done, unless you go through and repair the tripwire. But yeah, so we come this direction. Zoom. It's pretty big. And then this takes us to, wait for it, drum roll. We are now in New Home. So if you're in the spawn point and click the New Home teleport button, it will teleport you right here, I believe. So if you go back, you can go back to the Metaton room, or you can continue on with the rest of the map. So there is another save point. You are filled with determination. So yeah, so they did a great job here. So there is an elevator here, which in-game you can't use until after you finish everything. But you can actually run in and press that button, and it will skip you all the way to the end. If you want to actually go through the entire section of New Home, you can. And pretty much, as you can see, they did a bunch of cool builds of the city, where it kind of looks like there's a giant city there, and you just kind of go down this path. Once you get around the corner, it gets you more to the room before the house that looks like Tutorial's house. Man, it's been so long since I played Undertale. So yeah, this is the New Home version of Toriel's house, or technically Asgore's house. I believe what they did is they pretty much copy-pasted the house that I built in the ruins, and then changed the block types to be slightly more pale, just kind of like in the game, how it's like a palette swap of the actual house in the game. So that's what they did here. So as you can kind of see, this is the house from the outside. You come on in, the doors open up, and you are inside, and it is pretty much identical, except, like I said, they swapped out the blocks to be more of a white/gray, and then the fireplace is not on anymore. I believe I put regular flowers all over the one in the ruins, but they replaced them with like yellow carpets and things that kind of represent dandelions and stuff like that. Fridge doesn't work here, but there is a trash can and kind of all of the stuff from before. So now we will go this direction. So they did change up the hallway here a little bit, where you can still go into the kids' room, where there's 2 beds. There is a real knife, and then there is a heart locket. So you can technically take both of them if you want. And then there's nothing in that. But that's kind of like in the actual game. So in the other one, you can go into this room, and it's Toriel's room, but here it is not. It is under renovations. And then they actually updated this room, so you can go into Asgore's room, which has his trophy and his closet and all those different things. His giant bed. It's kind of great. And so if you come back out, you can go all the way to the end, where you can kind of see the mirror and the flowers. And the mirror looks pretty cool, where you can kind of see everything is identical. And yeah, so we are going to speedily go along here to try to finish up this little showcase. Like I said earlier, the link is available in the description for you to download this map if you want to play it yourself. So yeah, we come down here, and it takes us to the other rooms. Wait, almost there. Alright, here we go. So there's one more room just like this, where it looks out over the cityscape, which looks pretty cool, I like to think. And then if we had taken the elevator, it would have teleported us here. So this is where the elevator teleports. So if we go back into it, takes us back to where we were at the beginning. we can just skip what we just looked through. It takes us right here. Now, if we wanted to, we can go this direction, which takes us to the fabled Great Hall, which if we look, I think they did a great job building this hall. It's not quite how I would have built it if I played the game, but I think it looks really good. So they did a really good job with the lighting and everything too, where it's like kind of dark and stuff. As you can see, we've got a little armor stand of Sans right over here. So if you remember the game, this is where you would fight Sans, or if you did a pacifist route, this is where Sans would kind of talk smack about you. So you can skip that, and then you go over this direction. We're gonna fly a little bit. So there is the throne room that way, and a save point here. We're gonna go this way, and go down the stairs. Oof. Ow. My ankles. Oh, snap. And there is the coffins. Ooh, you know, for kids and stuff. I think they did a really cool job making all of these. And this red one is slightly open, which is kind of cool. So if we come back up this direction, we can go into the throne room. So it's kind of like a garden. They used a bunch of carpets and lights and stuff to kind of make it look pretty sick. We've got Asgore's throne right here, which is a pretty cool design, personally. I think they did a great job. And then in the corner, they've got Toriel's throne that is kind of covered in a sheet, or it's just technically made out of wool, but it looks like it's covered in a sheet. And then we've got another save point right here. And this is where everything would end in the game. They didn't really do any redstone, so there's no secret armor stands or anything here, but this is just kind of the room where it would have taken place. And then after all of that is done, you would come this direction, and there is another flowy room. So at the very start of the ruins, there's a room almost identical to this, but that one actually has a pressure plate that makes a little flowy pop up here. Doesn't do that here, but I still think it looks really cool. I did change a couple things in this section. So this is the area where you would leave the underground to go up into the above ground area. I did set some trap wires here. So this one sets it back to nighttime, and then if you're coming up this way, this one actually sets the time to daytime. So if you step on it and you come out this corner, you can see that instead of it being nighttime, there is actually the sun out. So what you do is you can come out of the underground and you can see this, which I think looks pretty sick. So as you can see, we've got all of the main characters from Undertale. We've got Toriel, Sans, Papyrus, Undyne, Alphys, and my personal favorite, Asgore, who is a thick boy. And yeah, so this whole area has some barrier blocks on it. I went ahead and made it so that you can, if you're in creative mode, fly out of it if you wanted to kind of look around. But yeah, so you can kind of come out this direction, look at all of the characters, and see such a great view. Then if you go this way, it actually brings you back to the spawn point. So that is pretty much everything from the video, or from the new Undertale map. If you do go back into the map, if you go this direction instead of going back to the spawn point, and you hit the trap wires in reverse order, it will set the time back to night so that it is not nearly as bright in a lot of the areas. Because the way I light up sections is I have barrier blocks and carpet above the areas. But if you want to go back to the spawn point, all you do is you kind of, if I can run, my parkour skills are not the greatest. All you do is you go to the end there, which is right over here. See those pressure plates? So you click them, like so, bloop, takes you back to the spawn point, which, when you're in the spawn point, it does automatically set it back to night mode. Ooh. Man, I've been talking so much, I'm drying out my throat. Alrighty, so, sorry I didn't really look at the chat at all for this, but I had a lot to go through, so I wanted to show you guys everything. So like I said, If you click this button, it will teleport you to the start of the core. If you click this button, it will teleport you to the start of the new home section. And then all of these other sections teleport you to the previous areas. So yeah, I believe that is about everything for this. We have been going for how long? Let's see how long I've been talking for. We have been talking for like, I think almost an hour. I think. I could be wrong. Yeah, it's been like a good 40 some minutes. Yep, 45 minutes. So yeah, I've been going for quite a while. Like I said at the start of this video, I just wanted to give a giant thanks and shout out to Asher Green Ninja is their Minecraft username, and their Twitter handle is Arma Ninja. And they did a fantastic job finishing up the map for me. I am blown away with how it turned out. I hope you guys also have enjoyed this. If you want to play it yourself, I highly recommend downloading it. There is a link at the top of the description. So I would say click that. You'll see the Planet Minecraft page for this map. It's currently not updated, or doesn't have any new screenshots besides the one that I used for the thumbnail of this video. But there is also a, what's it called? There is the new download link available on that page. I'm going to be going through later today and updating a bunch of screenshots from the new stuff to put onto that so you guys can kind of see everything. But yeah, it is 100% done and ready to play. Like I said, I highly recommend trying it out. I do say go to the map info room and download the resource pack first, because then you can have the Undertale music playing as you do stuff. It's pretty fun. But yeah, I think that is going to wrap up today's video, guys. I hope you definitely enjoyed. Feel free to go over to my gaming channel, Skywarped32. There's a link in the description if you want me to do more video game stuff. If I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll start posting there more often. I kind of have not posted there for a while just because I've been busy trying to keep up my main channel, but if you guys actually get me high enough, I will try to start doing more gaming-related content similar to this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to download the map for like the billionth time. And with that much being said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless, and I will see you on the next one. Stay tuned for more stuff. Yeah, not gaming stuff, unless you go subscribe to my other channel. But, you know, it is what it is. Alright, I'm gonna figure out how to turn this off now. Right now, where's the button? It's over there.